baby, keep it groovy. Every time we pop out, you know it's a movie. If I'm in hot water, then it's a jacuzzi. I gotta shake, so I'm throwing deuces. I gotta, even when I'm down bad. Yeah, I know how to bounce back, cause you know I gotta. And she look good, don't she? On top of that, she good for me. Made me wanna say, even though I got plenty, if I'm down to my last penny, I still gotta. Still gotta. I still gotta. Hey, you must be new in here. You see these grown people talking, what you doing here? I gotta have a mind and hit you with a. Put your get up off the wall, go on, get it moving here. Yeah, I'm just catching the vibe. I told the valet, take your time, it might get a ride. I'm floating through the front door, my mind is tied. Good Lord, mama, you know you looking divine. I had to turn around, double take a look at that. Girl, you got good taste, where you cook it at? You can mingle with the cool kids. I'm out here sweating like a preacher in a pool pit. Even when I'm down bad, I know how to bounce back. I know I got her, and she look good, don't she? On top of that, she good for me. Made me wanna say, and even though I got plenty, if I'm down to my last penny, I still gotta. I know I gotta. I know I gotta. Even when I'm down bad, yeah, I know how to bounce back, cause you know I gotta. And she look good, don't she? On top of that, she good for me. Made me wanna say, even though I got plenty, if I'm down to my last penny, I still gotta.
Like, I've been smooth for so long, I'm trying to get rough. Buffing my nails, dog, I'm trying to get buff. Shaping my beard up, I'm liking the scruff. The heels, cause I'm living my life in the cut. Can't imagine that I'm gonna meet my wife in the club. We gon' see though.
DA Sports coverage of the NFL has us on the west coast of the Sunshine State. Downtown Tampa's the spot, Raymond James Stadium. It is Week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Arizona Cardinals taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts with a run by Lane. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Off play action. Hand. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So first and 10 now from the 30. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak. And what's working in their favor? The winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Murray now to throw. And they're going to get him. He's sagged back around the 28. Joe Tryon in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. They said there was a lot of discussion in their defensive team meeting room after last week's performance. They had 7 sacks. Something in the water. There's one in the first quarter.
A lot of discussion, a lot of excitement because now everyone wants to get involved with this. Who's going to continue that process? Who's going to get to the quarterback this week? But they have to be careful. When you have that much pressure, they want to use it against you. Draws, screens, those types of plays.
See if they do that. 3rd down and 6. Here's Murray. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Murray staying put for now. They'll go for it on 4th down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown! Hollywood Marquise Brown with career touchdown number 94. He ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the all-time list. And the Cardinals are on the board first here on the road in Tampa. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0.
Buccaneers, nothing.
Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They keep it on the ground. White again. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. Well, this defense for the Cardinals, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Here's White. They set up the screen. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. The Bucs at 9-5 now on the year. And they've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
First down, here's White. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's...
There he goes, right side. Down the right sideline. And all the way down to the 5. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 46 yards.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
to throw. Hand. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if
under pressure, and they got to him again. Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack.
So once again, they dial up the pressure and get home and get a sack. It brings up a 3rd and long, but it's really not an unmakeable one, especially considering they just gave up back-to-back sacks.
2 straight sacks have them backed up now for a 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Hand. This is White on the screen. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. And now the Tampa Bay field goal unit comes out here. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
First and 10. Their own 25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And, Charles, you look at these two teams, these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got two division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
Murray now on first down. He's going to look deep for more. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Rondell Moore, the intended target, but it'll be second down. You look at this defense for Tampa Bay. They played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
I just consider myself fortunate that I'm not in charge of the offensive line. They gave up 7 sacks last week. And if things don't improve in this game, the head coach isn't going to be looking at the offensive line. He's going to be looking at the offensive line coach. And that's when things get dicey.
2nd and 10. To throw, it's Murray. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
What we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Murray. And that will be incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're going for it. Hits Murray. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Hey, nothing to see here. Just your standard 4th down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. Shotgun now from Murray. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the 1st quarter. After 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now Murray. Throw left side. There's Schwartz with it. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down. Now a give, right side. Winters. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Antoine Winfield up from the secondary with a tackle.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there. We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play. Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Motion man is Schwartz. Murray flips his forward on a jet sweep. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a 1st down. A nice, consistent gain.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Arizona. A great play there with his 14th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals are able to stretch out their lead. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
The score, Cardinals 14, Buccaneers 3.
Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Hand. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They run straight ahead here with White. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
18 Rattler here on this drive. 79 Broncos.
To throw on 3rd down. Hand. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
A 4th down. Here's Jay Camarda on to punt for the Bucs. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Taking it about the 16. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
From the 31, here's a 2nd and 5. Open man here, Schwartz, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down. They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Now a 2nd and 6.
Coach. Hey.
Now Murray off play action. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to bring that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That's good for 28 yards. Another great throw there, and we talked about him when he broke the single-season record. But that last completion, CD, that puts him over 6,000 yards passing on the season. Just unheard of.
Brandon, there was a time not long ago when 3,000 yards was the gold standard for quarterbacks. He's doubled that.
Touchdown, Cardinals! Anthony Schwartz with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game, and no signs of slowing down.
Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. On second down, they'll run with White. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete. Fourth down, so Jake Camarda is out there. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And the offense will cover this one up, but they'll be pushed back inside their own 10.
And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Going for the deep ball. He's got a man complete. A huge play there for Arizona. 54 yards. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Murray now. he's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Murray to air it out again. Throw left side, hauled in by McBride. Touchdown! Trey McBride in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cardinals would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And the rout is on here in this first half. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. The fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this third quarter at their own 25. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to float this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Cardinals. Anthony Schwartz with career touchdown number 96. He joins Eric Dickerson on the all-time list. And the Cards come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Point after here coming up. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Buccaneers 3.
Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
But it's not going to work. He'll go down, and they got him. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They need 18 yards here on third down. Back to throw. Hand. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Hand. The pass is caught by Cade Otton. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They'll come up now 3rd and 3.
19 Lions. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Ready.
They'll look to throw again. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Chris Jones with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as he's on to kick it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. They'll keep it on the ground. Winters. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
And this is going to be a Cardinals 1st down as he'll take this up to about the 33-yard line.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a 1st down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Parker. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 12 yards the pickup, good enough for an Arizona 1st.
And the Cardinal 1st down.
Up the middle they go. Winters. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
Murray to Moore for the Cardinal first. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Murray now on first down. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal.
Brings up second and goal.
And they'll run again. And not a whole lot there as they'll get him down at about the 2. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
Touchdown! Anthony Schwartz with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 15 on the year. And the Cardinals extend their fourth quarter lead, and they are closing in now on a 14-win campaign. Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
Okay, ready?
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And that 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the fourth quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
He completes it right side to White. He's got room past the 30 and all the way up to the 35-yard line. So it's a gain of 12 there on the reception. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Well, they've certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Parker. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first. Up the middle they go. Winters. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. 61 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
Fourth quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on first down. They did that plus 3.
A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps, because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they are powering through, and they're controlling this game.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Cardinals 49, Buccaneers 3.
Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage, because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses put up at least 200 yards in a game. But
that's to the sideline, and it's intercepted. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Back to throw it, Murray. Got a man, it's Brown. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks, because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this is going to result in losing